Hi, I'm Laura and welcome back to the Tarot Genie for this week's mini tarot lesson in the cards of the tarot. Today we're going to cover one of my favorite tarot cards, Major Arcana, the Star card. The Star card is number 17 in the Major Arcana, and what's significant about this particular image is that right off the bat, it's an image that provides you with a lot of, if you tap into the energy, enter the energy of the card, you will definitely feel this sense of soothing, of calm, of peace. It's the peace and calm that follow all the turbulence and chaos of the previous Devil card and the Tower card. So this is indeed a soothing image. This, of course, it's like almost entering a little oasis. We see this maiden who's nude, representing in a way that she's open and she's vulnerable, and she is pouring forth jugs of water from two jugs. And so what this shows right away is that it's a giving energy. She is giving in back to the water, and she's watering the earth. So we get the sense of replenishment. So one of the core concepts besides peace, calm, soothing is replenishment. This card is often associated with healing, respite, just that whole sense of soothing. Also, because we see this flow of water that she's pouring forth, we get that sense of abundance and continuous flow. With flow comes abundance. Otherwise, something would be congested. So we just get this whole sense of abundance and of just that quiet, calm, and soothing feeling. It's also a card of inspiration, and it presents the idea of hope, because often, people wishing upon a star, twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wish. I don't even remember the words, but it's that sense of, kind of wishing upon a star. It provides a sense of hope, providing light, illumination in the midst of darkness. And what we have too, I like to point out in this image, is we have the 7 white stars, and tarot experts present 2 interpretations. They say the 7 white stars represent 7 days of the week, and others, which I especially like, is they represent the 7 chakras of the body. So that's kind of an interesting perspective on it. And then of course we've got that major star that is central to the image, and that's almost like a North Star that you follow its guidance. It's the guiding star. So this provides guidance. So you could say the star is a source of your inspiration and guidance. And look at also what's nice is that we have this kind of calm, again, the scene of an oasis. Although we don't really see the desert behind here, but we've got the little pond where she's pouring forth the water. Right around it are some flowers, greenery. Atop a little hill is this tree that's kind of out like it's extending its branches, that sense of openness. And that's what her nudity represents as well, that openness and sense of vulnerability, which suggests as well trust. So trusting in the future, trusting in something. And then we have a little ibis bird, and that is associated with creativity. So flowers, growth, nature, all that is present in this image. And so it really is something, when it appears in a reading, it can suggest a sense of soothing, calm, respite, pouring forth, depending on what kind of question you were asking. If you were asking about business opportunities or career or job opportunities, and this card came up in a particular position representing that, it could suggest there will be this flow of opportunities. May not be immediately apparent, but there's going to be light shed on it, and it's going to come forth. Also in this image is the sense of radiance, because we've got that radiant light. Even though it's the nighttime, the stars are just glowing. And I know the other night it was just a starry night, like like this, where the stars were just so brilliant. It reminds me, of course, of that Van Gogh painting, the Starry Night painting, I think it is, and then forgot the musician's name, but the song Starry, Starry Night, can't remember, it will come to me later. And so that is, overall, this is a card that suggests positive energies. If the card is reversed and not upright, it could present a situation in which you've lost hope, in which a person feels a sense of despair, feels frustrated, where the flow has stopped, where the person is uninspired, or the person could be experiencing depression, discouragement. So anything that you might consider the opposite of inspiration, feeling uplifted, feeling hope, if it's reversed, it would be opposite of that. Assuming, again, reversals can represent they can have a variety of meanings. But if you're just talking about the traditional upright and reversal meanings, then it could represent a situation of despair, hopelessness, etc. Now, as far as the song for the week associated with the star, one of my favorite songs, is just so appropriate, is Earth, Wind and Fire's Shining Star. Was it Shining Star? Isn't that the name of the song? It's because the lyrics are great, and one of the ones that always jumps out at me is shining star for you to see what your life can truly be. And so I'm going to include a link to that music selection because it's a great one and it's quite appropriate. As far as my book recommendation, I might have to lift this. This is a book called The Holistic Tarot by a young woman named Benebell Wen. That's her pseudonym. That's her, not her real name, but anyway, this book, which I've had since 2000, it came out, I think, at the beginning of 2015. Might have been 2014. Anyway, this weighs about 2 pounds. Look at this. Holistic Tarot. It's at least, I think it's about 800. 830 some pages. Goes up to 50 with the index in there. She wrote this book. She started studying tarot. Well, she did some in high school, I think. But she apparently, when she was in college as an avocation, she just started taking notes on the tarot and wrote them, kept notes going on for a while. And so this is really one of the heftiest, but one of those valuable tomes that you could add to your tarot library if you are seriously studying the tarot. And look up Benebell Wen on YouTube. She blows my mind, literally. She makes me feel so inadequate because I think she's about 38 years old. She's in her mid to late 30s. She's an attorney by day, like a corporate attorney, but then she pumps out literally these books. This was one of her first books. Might have been her first book. I think she has 3 other books since then. She pumps out videos, and they're really well done, detailed. I don't know how she finds the time. I've spoken with her. I have had a reading with her, and I've chatted with her by text in the past. Now I think she's so busy and getting so well known that she really doesn't have time for that. But I did ask her one time, I said, do you ever sleep? And she admitted that she didn't sleep that much sometimes, and then she would crash. So I couldn't function that way, but all in all, if you really want to amp up your studies of the tarot, check out this Holistic Tarot book. You can just look inside on Amazon, and you can see what it's all about. But she's had excellent spreads in there. I took from her the interpretation, or I learned from her the interpretation reversal cards. So it's an all in all great resource. So until next week, remember, illumine your mind, inspire your life with the tarot.